I realized I just been making lazy content for the longest now. I'm like, dang, how did I get in this habit of just making lazy content? Because for the most part, I take an episode of this podcast and I repurpose it everywhere else. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I've been acting like a podcaster instead of an entrepreneur with a podcast. I need to take my YouTube page seriously and be intentional with driving viewership to it by having a good thumbnail, having a good title, and thirdly, providing great value
Right.
so I can drive the views, so I have an audience to target. It's crowded at the top. What's it about? It's about abundance. It's about getting to a certain height and dropping a rope and pulling somebody else up with you and continuing to do so the higher that you climb. Look, I've been able to do this in my business with just one digital product, and I'm passing a plug. That's how they were able to do this.
Shout out to my man, Blake Sanford. I made 1K in less than 12 hours just because I went on the IG Live, he gave out some game, and I actually implemented it.
So, long story short, saw Blake on IG, seemed authentic, spent 4 hours of my life to make 29 grand. If you follow the plan, with everything that Blake has set up, you'll make money.
So I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see this guy, Blake. I saw the price and I was like, man, ain't no way. And no lie, step by step, it's got videos, it's got everything that I needed to do my first deal and made $12,000.
I was able to lock in my first deal, $13,500. Man, we going up. This is only the beginning. Shout out to you, AstenCeo. Trying to make it crowded at the top. Keep going, man. I'll see everybody there.
There's enough for everybody to eat. So look, if you're an entrepreneur looking to get to the next level and grow your business online, click the link in the description and tap in. Instantly get access to all of my courses, trainings, resources, and systems, plus weekly calls with myself so I can personally help you along the way, and a network of tons of other entrepreneurs that you can network with, partner with, and profit with. And right now you can join completely for free. I want you to check it out and see if it's the place that you need to be to grow. All right. So click the link in the description, tap in, and I will see you on a mastermind call this Wednesday. It's crowded at the top. Now let's get into the episode. Welcome to another episode of It's Crowded at the Top. I'm your host, AstenCeo. I got the voice of God on the other side with me.
Hey, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Man, this episode is going to be a behind the scenes marketing and branding session for the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Because we gotta switch something up as far as YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got dope stuff, but it doesn't matter if like say this podcast, it doesn't matter if I have great information in this podcast if nobody's hearing it.
Right.
And for the people that are hearing it, I know y'all getting value because y'all let me know all the time that y'all getting value. But I'm just saying for it doesn't matter if the content, so say that we have a new editing style that we're doing on the podcast. It's a better watch for people that are visually watching because I got the voice of God that nobody can see versus me. So we've added in, B-roll and stuff just so it's a better, it goes smoother, the conversation. Because I think most podcasts, it's either people interviewing people or two people or a group of people. So the camera can always go over to different people where they have other stuff to watch. But I'm like, it doesn't matter if the content of it's good, if the editing of it's great, and it's informative and entertaining, if nobody clicks it to see that's what it is. So I'm like, I think the main focus needs to be thumbnail, title. Like that's most important. Because I think most people, include myself, is like, yo, I got all this. I'm giving game. I gave the whole plan from A to Z. But then you sit there and you title the YouTube video "Whole Plan from A to Z," and then just have a picture that says "A whole plan from A to Z." Like when somebody that doesn't know who you are, logs on, they're just gonna scroll right past it. The only person that's going to click that and look is the core subscriber that's tuned in to everything. Like we was just talking about Joe Budden before we came off of here. I think me and you are somebody going to that percentage of his viewership that when we see whatever he posted, we're going to click it and listen to what they got to say. With my channel being so small, those people that do that are small also. Because no matter how many subscribers I have, that's not meaning everybody's going to look at the videos every time they pop up. It's a small, dedicated base of people
like
that'll do that every single time.
Of your population,
Yeah, so I'm like, I need the thumbnail to be. I think the thumbnail got to be most important first because that's what's going to catch their eye. Then they're going to look and see what the title is. And we switch the thumbnails up. It's just I think that I need to have more head. Pause. I don't know. I feel like I need more face because we switched them up, but it's like it'll be like the shot of me from maybe here up, and it's small,
right?
Versus I'm like, I need here, need some eyes or something, and then maybe on my part too. Maybe after each episode or something, I'll take some pictures or move the mic and maybe maybe it might just be easier for me to just be like on the video. So you can just take you know what I'm saying? So you can just take take something. But
that actually is a good idea to like at the end of every episode, because we can even have an idea to start the episode, but it may veer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then at the end of the episode, we know what the episode is, and then you could just pose, and then we could, snapshot that.
Yeah, I probably just do poses because this is what I learned about photography. Because if I ever take pictures of a woman, for instance, I just do the video. And then I hand them the video. I'll be like, "Yo, screenshot that," and they always catch what they looking for. Because, the chick, they pose, and, most men, they get mad at us for taking a bad picture, so I just record.
That's actually smart, yeah. Because, man, they be picky. And you be like, nah, that's a fire pic. I'm like, no, look at my earlobe.
Yeah, so I just record, and while they doing the movements, they can catch it themselves. And then it'd be stuff that be like mid-pose and stuff that they always be liking.
Yep. That's just like even if you didn't do a photo, like the live option on the photos on the iPhone. I mean, even if you didn't do a video, my bad. Like they always can go in and catch that live version and find a gem in there.
Yeah, but even that, I cut that out. I'm shooting a video. And the whole time I'm telling you I'm taking pictures and I'm gassing you too. So then it'd be like another memory with it too, because they can play back maybe, how iPhone would just bring up memories one day. Right. I'm like, who knows? It could be 2 years from now, memory come out. You hear me say, yes. Turn.
With that iPhone background music playing.
Because I turn in, if I'm gassing, if I'm like, depending on the relationship with the chick, I'll turn into gay photography. Yes! Turn, rotate, do it. And then they get the smiles and stuff, and the pictures always turn out straight. Then they be like, let me get a picture of you, and I'll just be like,
ooh.
Yeah, I don't know how to take pictures.
Yeah.
But
that's a real thing.
But thumbnail first, title second. And I think it comes down to, bro, I realized this last night. I just been making lazy content for the longest now. I'm like, dang, how did I get in this? I got in this habit of just making lazy content. Because for the most part, I take an episode of this podcast and I repurpose it everywhere else. Right? I've been acting like a podcaster instead of an entrepreneur with a podcast. I'm saying this can't be the only form of content to repurpose.
Right.
This can't be the only form of content to grow my YouTube channel. Because as of right now, it's just the podcast on my YouTube channel. That's why I'm having no growth, because that ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. That's real.
So I'm like, this is strategy to grow the YouTube. This isn't just what we're doing with the podcast. Like, even I'm gonna start making every piece of content I need to make. Every piece of content I make, it needs to have a purpose. Just to be 100% honest, there's a lot of episodes of the podcast that don't have no purpose. I said, I just need content. I'm like, I just need content. Like, what is the purpose of the content?
Right.
So I need to be intentional. Yeah, I need to be intentional with everything. And the content outside of the podcast is what's going to help the podcast grow. Because, we can cover a lot of things in an episode of a podcast versus if I do a 8-minute video covering 3 ways to make 6 figures from home online.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy.
That 3 ways to make 6 figures from home online would do way better than a podcast episode. And then even that, and that's just the way that my brain thinks. I'm like, 3 ways to make 6 figures from home. That's a good title.
Yep.
Or I would probably do 3 ways to make 6 figures from home. Parentheses. The laziest money you'll ever make. Like just stuff like that. And I feel like that's a part of because I feel like one of my gifts is, and just one of the things that I enjoy, is marketing. I've been leaving titles and thumbnails and all this stuff to you. And you've admittedly said that that's not your thing.
Yeah, it's not one of my strengths.
I believe you even said, we probably got it on camera somewhere. You was like, bro, and I suck at marketing. Like you emphasized on the you, like, ugh.
Yeah, it's not one of my strong suits. Like, especially not in that form. Like, as I continue to create more content, like for myself and others or whatever, I'm starting to learn what works in front of the camera. But as far as like titles and that type to like hook and grab the attention and stuff like that, yeah, that ain't my top tier asset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like if I say 3 ways to make 6 figures from home, or 3 ways to make 6 figures online from home in your pajamas, or the 3 ways to make 6 figures from home online, parentheses, you'll never have to get out of bed or something like that.
Right.
Like you would probably put, say 1 way is making an ebook, affiliate marketing through something like ClickBank, and being a virtual closer for somebody else's DMs. The way that my stuff's been titled, it may be a closer, write an ebook, and do affiliate marketing from home. That might be the title.
Maybe, yeah.
I know I'm going extremes.
Yeah.
I'm going extremes with it just for the sake of the example.
Of course, yeah, but I know what you're saying.
And that's not going to catch anybody.
Right.
So just say like the last episode of the podcast, we talked about how quantum physics and entrepreneurship go hand in hand, and there's a science behind being successful at entrepreneurship through physics, through quantum physics. The title was How Quantum Physics Can Help You in Entrepreneurship. I was like, ain't nobody gonna look at that. By the title of it, How Quantum Physics Can Help You in Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Versus
what you said earlier.
the science to 100,000, or the science to 1 million, or the $1 million formula.
Right.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that's
so I'm just saying that's just
catchy.
And that's my fault because that's what I do. But like I said, just being lazy with the content, it's like, oh, a lot of times I don't even see the titles until it's out. And I'll be like, I wouldn't have did that. It's like, it's mine. I need to be saying what I shouldn't do.
Yeah.
So we got to get some kind of a regimen, on some system in place on that, to whereas I can either give you the titles, if I do stop, to at least you'll start to like see where I'm going with it. So even if you have an idea, throw it my way or something. And then even with the thumbnails, a lot of times I'm not seeing the thumbnails until it's ready to post too. So I might get something to where there's enough time frame to whereas if something's not right,
we can make adjustments.
Yeah. Instead of I see it and it's an hour before it goes up. And stuff like that. Because I'm like, with that same one, say the last episode was, we're gonna change the title, but it was how quantum physics can help you in entrepreneurship, right? The thumbnail also just said how quantum physics can help you in entrepreneurship. My mind, I'm like, okay, it needs to catch somebody's attention. The $1 million formula, or the science to 1 million, or whatever I said. Then on the thumbnail, whatever the picture we choose, it would just say $1 million formula, like 1, 2, 6 zeros formula. Instead of how quantum physics can help you in entrepreneurship.
Right.
$1 million formula, what? What's that? $100,000 formula, what? What's that? And I will put the number instead of like 6 figures.
Yeah, for sure.
Or 7 figures.
Yeah, that resonates.
Then once they clicking in their own, now it's my job to get them to watch. But I'm like, that's why I need to start making intentional YouTube videos outside of just the podcast. Because the podcast every podcast has gems in it, but it's a podcast. The gems are throughout it. That's why I'm like, I'll be able to grow faster if it's, as soon as you click something like that, boom, and I'm hitting. Versus, welcome to another episode of It's Crowded at the Top. Most of the people's gonna click and have no clue what It's Crowded at the Top is.
Right.
And then how I do the podcast, I have a pre-roll ad. If y'all know what pre-roll means, it's like the ad that you all saw at the beginning of this. On my YouTube videos I'm gonna do outside of the podcast, I'm not gonna have that in the beginning. If I do have an ad promoting something of myself or a product or service that I have, it may be a few minutes into it instead of immediately.
Right.
Because that's gonna get people to click off. The people that don't know nothing about me. Or I'll just shoot different advertising material within the video so it's seamless. Mr. Beast does a real good job at that.
Yeah, because he has, like, I know the one of the episodes I saw, he incorporates like his sponsors and stuff like within what he's doing in the episode.
Yeah, or even if it has nothing, yes, he does that, and he'll have stuff going on to whereas you have to watch still, even while he is still doing the promo of the ad. So if he's doing the competition and it's the last person that takes their finger off of this microphone wins $10 billion, he'll be talking about, this episode's been brought to you by Iron Man helmet.
Right.
And Iron Man helmet does this, and then it's the camera showing while he's talking about Iron Man helmet. It'll show one person's finger came off. Iron Man's finger wouldn't have came off. And then blah, blah, blah. And it's still showing everything. And it's like, yeah, so you can be Tony Stark at home and assemble your whole team of Avengers. Is he going to be an Avenger? They look like they're the weak side over there. And then it shows them. Yeah. So it's not something that's just totally off. Hit the button. Success alert. Look, y'all, you want to know what a real sleeping bag is? It's this. They literally got this overnight while they were asleep. I'm telling y'all, it works if you work it. So come and get all the strategy, resources, and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. To where you do the work once, implement it in the system. Let the system work for you 24/7, 365. So you get your time back. You make more while working less, or literally sleep like they were. So go ahead, tap into the community and click the link down in the description. Right now, you can join completely for free. Get access to all the resources that you need to grow, plus weekly calls with myself and a network of other entrepreneurs for you to network with, partner with, and profit with. I hope to see you on our mastermind call this upcoming Wednesday. And also, are you getting value from this video so far? If so, let me know in the comments, all right? Now let's get back to it. Yo, Jarvis, close the mask.
There's a term for that. I forget that they still use it, but it was like big in radio. I can't remember. And it's big in talk shows too. It's called like, I think it's called in feed or in stream or something like that. To where it's like if you're a guest on somebody's show and like part of the contract states that they have to promote your stuff, they'll do it while the show is running versus like you said, like cutting to an ad or something like that, or like a separate segment. They'll talk about it while that person's on the couch, like mid conversation, you know. I can't remember the term for it though.
And I was even thinking of maybe doing something similar for the podcast, but if not, the podcast can have different stuff because the podcast isn't just a visual experience. Like this episode streams on Spotify, Apple, and it's like once you get a loyal listenership, they'll stomach it and listen to it, even if they're not interested.
Right.
That's how Gilly can say, New Amsterdam vodka 1,500 times, and everybody still sits there and listens to it. And it's become a running joke. Like,
yeah,
they'll have Rihanna as a guest. They'll introduce Rihanna. Yo, Riri, yo, we got Riri, we got the GOAT. Riri, hey, look, Riri, we love you. Wallow about to talk about how she helped them get through prison or something. Oh, Wallow, right before you do. Shout out to New Amsterdam vodka. Had a hard day at work. Shout out to New Amsterdam vodka.
And it may even, I know you pretty much saying the same thing, but I'm gonna just say it out loud in like a one sentence strategy. Maybe having like the pod like dedicated for the loyal listenership, the loyal fans, subscribers, etc. And then having all the other content focused on like cold leads, like people who never heard about you at all. And of course, you know, you want to bring in new people for the pod for sure, but it's just kind of like the pod is catered to the loyal, and then all the other stuff is catered to you don't know me at all. Like, and we just gonna hit it.
But regardless, either way, and this is just what I've just noticed how YouTube works. Either way, majority of your viewers aren't going to be familiar with you anyways. Like if you look at my analytics, you'll just see, and other people that I've had, it's like pretty standard. Or other people's videos that I watch seem like it's pretty standard. Like your returning viewership is always significantly lower than the new viewers. But I'm just like, something that I'm doing, the new ones aren't subscribing. And I just take ownership for everything. I'm like, oh, they not subscribed. Why, when I see people's YouTube videos, why do I not subscribe? Because I don't care about what they talking about. So I could definitely just leave. Or I search for a specific thing, like, why is my microphone not recording.
Right, you ain't gonna
I
subscribe.
see the video on why the microphone's not recording, and then I see how to fix it, and I'm like, there's no need for me to subscribe to that. But my main thing with YouTube, I'm saying my main focus that I've been focused on is getting subscribers. Well, I need to be focused on getting views.
Mm.
And the views are going to turn into the subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it with my history on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I want followers, I want followers, I want followers. So I'm like, I want subscribers, I want subscribers.
Right.
Subscribers don't count. Subscribers don't matter on YouTube. Views matter.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get the views, the views will at some point turn into subscribers.
You see, they just dropped the requirements for monetization.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. But regardless, I'm not even thinking about monetization.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, that's just gonna.
About that.
But still, this goes into the strategy of what I'm covering with these people, because I say, yeah, you want to make content, but the purpose of making content is not to get paid strictly from content.
Right.
Because if you're only making content with the hopes and fingers crossed of you getting some views and Google AdSense will pay you some revenue because your YouTube channel got ads placed on it, you have no control over that.
Right.
Bro, I'm sick of not having control over stuff off of these platforms, bro.
Yeah, I know. I already know.
So I'm like, and even though I'm monetized, but from what I've heard this year, the YouTube money's down significantly.
Mm.
So it's like they'll give you it's like in how it works getting paid from YouTube. It's like they pay you per 1,000 views or something. It's CPM. Just these are just marketing terms, y'all. CPM stands for cost per mil. Mil 1,000. Basically,
Right.
just think if y'all ever see CPM, it stands for cost per 1,000 impressions. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they have to come up with these words that nobody understands what they mean. Like, it would be way easier to just, everybody won't be saying, who? Cost per mil.
Man.
Cost per 1,000 impressions. They pay you for that. Mm-hmm. Or is it your RPM? Whatever it is, it's a PM. It's not an AM, okay?
Cause
that cost.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying because that's gonna lead to what they're able to run as far as ads are concerned, and then that's when you
right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like and the main thing that matters on YouTube, which I went back to, I'm changing the strategy up. Yeah, I give good content, but thumbnail 1, title 2, average view duration 3. Mm-hmm. Because they'll pay you more if people are watching longer. Mm-hmm. All of this stuff is designed to keep people on it. Mm-hmm. That's why I started to shorten the podcast episodes, because I'm like, it doesn't matter if I make a 2-hour podcast that got so much gems in it and the average view time is 7 minutes.
Right.
And that's just from me looking at the number one podcast that I'm an actual fan of, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go do a bunch of hours because Joe Budden's podcast is 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Joe Budden got a whole bunch of people on the set. The set.
Yeah.
Joe Budden has always had minimum 3 to 4 people. Mm-hmm. Starting off when it was just him, Rory.
What's the lady
and that chick
name? Yeah, what's her name?
I don't know.
I never remember. Or maybe
there was 3. It was 3, and then Parks.
It's Parks.
It was Joe, Rory, and Maul, and Parks.
When Parks used to just have his toes in the frame.
And then and then when they was beefing, it was Joe and Parks.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera guy would beep in sometime. I think his name was Savon or something like that.
Yeah, now he got his own thing going.
Then Rory Maul came back. Then Rory and Maul left. Then immediately Ice and Ish was there and Parks. It's like,
yeah, because Joe is on camera saying, I am not doing this by myself. He's like, because it's real. It's
yeah,
tough.
whereas well, I'm not doing it by myself. I got you, but
Yeah.
it's just a different experience because you're just a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And for people wondering why he's just a voice, you can go back to, if y'all go back to literally episode 1, we made the podcast in real time. It wasn't like we planned it out. I told him to stay off camera because we happened to be in Miami when we shot the first handful of episodes. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, I live in Houston. You live in LA. Mm-hmm. We're not always going to be able to be in the same room. So just since you in the room and you sitting over there, you just always going to be over there.
Yep. And here we are.
That's the reason why.
Bro, it's almost 100 episodes, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, but and that's why I'm saying consistency. Consistency is one thing, but I'm like, but you can consistently do the wrong thing too.
Yeah, that's real.
And it's like, okay, I got enough data now. I'm like, all right, let's pivot. Because this ain't it. Also, I did go into this with the saying of I'm willing to do hundreds of episodes without having any ripple effect. Because I know this is long term. Alex Hormozy had hundreds of episodes of his podcast before it popped. Like literally, like I want to say like multiple hundreds.
Yeah.
Maybe 200-300. I don't know. He has a podcast called The Game.
So that ain't the white.
It's in like I don't even know what you're talking about.
You never seen any of his videos where he got the whiteboard like you used to?
Oh, you said whiteboard.
Yeah.
I thought you said white boy. Yeah, the white boy joint.
No.
No, those was just YouTube videos. Yeah. No, he has a podcast called The Game. It's like top 10 on the charts and stuff now.
I don't know. Oh, so that be his podcast when he be sitting down with the mic in front of him and he don't be showing nobody else?
No.
Oh, yeah. So I've never seen that game, man.
Because you can't see it. It's an audio experience.
Oh, it's just straight audio
podcast.
Oh, okay. Pure.
Like open up the Apple app right now and or the podcast app. And if you put in, you put in The Game.
Let me put you on
The Game with Alex Hormozy.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, 550, 551.
You got 550 episodes, bro. It's just crap. Like it's just started to get recognition within the past year.
Oh, they quick. 11 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes.
If you see the episode 551, it's a rerun. The original air date was October 21st, 2021. So some of these things, he reloading them because nobody was listening to him.
Yeah, he got a few like that. They go another rerun, another rerun, another rerun.
Because nobody was listening.
Yeah.
Look, exposure equals expansion. And for you to get to the next level, you need to get in the room. So go ahead, click the link in the description and tap in and get instant access to all of my resources, trainings, and systems. Weekly calls with myself and a network of other entrepreneurs for you to network with, partner with, and profit with. And right now, you can join completely for free. I want you to be 100% comfortable in knowing that this is the place that you need to be to grow as an entrepreneur. All right. So click the link in the description, tap in, and I will see you on our mastermind call this Wednesday. And also, are you getting value from this video so far? If so, let me know in the comments. All right. Now let's get back to it. Yo, Jarvis, close the mask. Man, that's another thing too. Like I said, mine, when I started this off, it was a time, like I put a time on it. Versus now, I'm like, all right, if it's going to be 20 minutes, it's going to be 20 minutes. If it needs to be 45 minutes, it needs to be 45 minutes. If it needs to be 15 minutes, it needs to be 15 minutes. Because some of them earlier episodes, it was like just forcing talking because I'm like, I want to hit this hour mark.
Yeah.
Like,
two and a half hours. I think one got like 3 hours. I think the longest one was like 3 hours and 13 minutes. I think the longest one was.
But like I said, I'm telling people, you want to make this content. Why? Not for the purposes of hoping that you get some ad dollars or brand deals or sponsorships or something. You want to drive the audience of the content, the viewership, back to something in your ecosystem or to your products or to your services. That's how you monetize content. All right. So with me about to start running YouTube ads, I need the views from this, not from this podcast, but the views from my YouTube channel with the things that I'm saying I'm going to start doing, so I can retarget those people with the YouTube ads. So they're somewhat familiar instead of just a bunch of cold audience people just seeing me pop up. And I can run my own ads on my own videos. I know some people would be like, dang, why would you run your own ads on your own videos? Well, if they're watching my stuff, why wouldn't I?
Right.
And I can get some of my money back.
From
like
production.
From AdSense.
Oh, yeah.
I'm paying for the ad to put on my video. YouTube pays me for ads put on my video.
Yeah.
I can at least pay for some ads on my own channel and recoup some of that ad spend from YouTube from paying me for AdSense.
Right. Yeah.
And then I may not have to put any of my advertising in. It possibly could be a better viewing experience for the viewer too. Because they're not seeing my ads put in there. They're seeing my ads from YouTube being put in. So it's like what they getting game about, they seeing me doing it in real time.
Right. Yeah. I was about to say, I forgot. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. When you be, and we ain't even gotta get deep, but I just thought about it. When you run ads, do you prioritize retargeting for those reasons? Or what?
Yeah, retargeting, you make most of your money on retargeting.
Yeah.
Just think everything that you buy just in real time. Like, y'all, think of the last thing that you literally spent money on. What was it?
Something you're familiar with.
No, I'm asking you, what was the last thing you spent money on?
Oh, me? Food.
From where?
What did I order? Oh, ramen. A ramen spot. Like my go-to.
Was it your first time there?
Nah. 100th, maybe.
See?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not running any advertising to you, I would assume, but it's just like we spend our money with things that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
So that's why you always want to retarget an audience, because they're already familiar with you. It's just like, I like to use the malls as an example. Everybody walks past kiosk in the middle of the mall 100% of the time. Why? Because you don't know who they are. It's just some stranger. Hey, can I pop up in your face and can I spray you with some stuff to make you smell different?
Bro, that's so
Can I rub this lotion on you? Can you sniff this incense? Can I clean your left shoe? And you be like, no, and you walk past them 100% of the time. And where do you walk to 100% of the time after you pass them? To the stores that you're already familiar with.
That's funny because the thing that was at the top of my head too was somebody trying to get me to smell like something.
Yeah, it's like you got your scent. You got your scent on for the day already. And they want to just make you smell like something else. Man. And maybe make you stink because whatever they want to spray you with ain't going to mix well with what you got on.
Right. That's funny, though.
Hey, can I clean your shoe and make your sock wet?
The dude was trying to clean my chucks the other day. I was like, nah, I'm cool, bro.
Bro, they don't even, and I get why they do it, because if they clean the one shoe, you're going to want to get the other one clean, because who's going to walk around with one clean shoe, one dirty shoe? I'd be like, why don't y'all at least take the shoe off? Who wants soggy socks? Have you ever had a soggy sock, bro?
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I come from the snow. I remember as a kid walking through it, your shoes, your socks get wet, toes start to get numb.
Ugh, yeah, I can't imagine that, bro. You had a different experience.
Yeah, but with the ads, it's gonna be like, that's why my new mind frame now, I'm focused on, which seems like should make sense, but like I said, I'm looking at it from a social media standpoint, and YouTube's not social media.
Right.
YouTube's not Instagram. There's a little bit of clout that goes with. I don't feel this way, and I don't look at people that way, but a lot of people, they think that you got some type of clout because you got a certain follower count. There's people on YouTube that could have a fraction of there's people on YouTube that could not have many subscribers, but is making a ton of money off of views.
A lot of times you can even not have like a lot of subscribers on YouTube, but because you're intentional with your content, you can get some sponsorship, some endorsement deals, like some brand deals from your content.
But even if we just talking off of straight views, imagine if somebody got a faceless gaming channel and say they only have 3,000-4,000 subscribers, but they're getting 10,000 views every rip. Like, what do you think they care about, the subscribers, or they care about the views, and they're monetized?
Right.
So they're getting they're getting all that ad revenue. Like something like that, somebody could easily make, say they're making $3,000-4,000 a month. That's stuff that you can live off of.
Yeah.
That's why I want people to get in their head. Like, how can we replace the 9-to-5 income? You make $3,000 a month, make $3,000 a month over here. Then you can leave this if you choose, or stack that up with what you're already making. And you ain't got to put little to no time in over here.
Right.
For the same amount. So I'm like, if I can't get, and this is a fairly big gauge, but I'm gonna go into the content for YouTube, because I've been saying it's gonna be the prime objective, but I haven't been treating it like the prime objective. So I'm like, I'm going into it with the intentions of, this needs to be good enough. The thumbnail, the title, and then the content needs to be good enough to get 1,000 to 10,000 views. If I don't feel it's good enough to get 1,000 to 10,000 views, not putting it out. That'll help my channel grow. And more importantly, that 1 to 10,000, say if I'm busting out videos and each one is getting 1 to 10,000 views, that's 1 to 10,000 people I get to target with ads. And that's one reason why I've been hesitant on running YouTube ads, because I'm like, my page isn't that big. I'm thinking like, who do I target?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't want to just run straight cold traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Versus these 1,000 people just watch this video. Let's run this ad to those 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this next video got 2,200 views. Let's run this to this 2,200 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like
And
make a lot of sense to me.
And then rinse and repeat. And I know the science behind Facebook ads and Instagram ads, but I was telling you the science that I'm thinking behind the YouTube ads is going to be different, because it's a different. I've been thinking of everything with a social media aspect instead of a YouTube mind frame. Because the people on YouTube, they're on there for a reason. Social media, you on there killing the time.
Yep.
You scrolling.
Yep. Playing
YouTube,
roulette.
YouTube, YouTube, you're not scrolling unless you're on the shorts.
Right.
So if you're already locked in, like I make all my Facebook and Instagram ads a minute or less. I'm like, okay, over here on YouTube, I may be able to make it a little bit longer than that. But I want the information to be quickly. So I'm like, a little more thinking's going into it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend the first 5 seconds on the hook to grab their attention. But in that 5 seconds, first 5 seconds in the hook, I want to grab their attention. The next 5 to 10 seconds, I want to disqualify people. Because YouTube, I believe it's 15 seconds. I don't know off the top of my head. I want to say 15 seconds. If people click off of the ad or they skip the ad within the first 15 seconds, you don't have to pay. Excuse me. You don't have to pay for it.
Right.
So that's why I want to disqualify people. So I can let you know it's not for you. If you're not interested, leave.
Right. Please leave. He's going to get.
So I got their attention first, 5 seconds, but I still got time. So I'm going to use the next 5 to 10 seconds to disqualify people. So it's like if you're a gym owner, I know I can do something real quick to have grab somebody's attention or something. A gym owner, I could put on the Iron Man helmet. It opened up. I'm doing curls, and I could say, "Hey, you a gym owner?" Instantly, everybody that's not a gym owner is going to click off. Like, what the hell is a gym owner? Right. Gym owners are going to be like, what's he doing? Would you like to know how you could 3x your income? How you could 3x your income of your gym with no additional work? Now the gym owner's like, what's he talking about? Everybody else, they like, man, I came here to watch how to lose 10 pounds in 10 days. Like, skip this.
Right.
But the gym owners, because you qualified everybody in that short frame. How I'm thinking of doing, I'm gonna add value after I qualified everybody that's still listening. I'm gonna give value on some how to. Then I'm gonna get a call to action. Instagram ad, I may not give so much of the value of the how to because I got this short. Well, let me take it back. YouTube, once I qualified everybody, I'm gonna show social proof. Then I'm gonna give the how to because results sell. Then I'm gonna give a call to action with more social proof. If I'm running an Instagram ad, it might just be straight up, grab your attention, social proof, click the link. I ain't got that much time. And with that, I'm not doing that much of qualifying it because I'm like, I want as many people as possible to see it versus over here on YouTube. I don't want all of YouTube to see it.
Right.
Because that's just wasting my money. I have people that have no endeavors at all in their life of being an entrepreneur. Watching 45 seconds of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I need to take my YouTube page seriously and be intentional with driving viewership to it by having a good thumbnail, having a good title, and thirdly, which is actually the most important, but it needs to be last, of providing great value.
Right.
So I can drive the views, so I can target those people. So I have an audience to target.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being on YouTube, being the guy, being the mall kiosk guy, making everybody's socks soggy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's too funny though.
And that's the strategy. So if y'all in the near future start seeing me pop up on different videos, I told you y'all can do it too, because I'm telling you what I'm doing. We got another one. Success alert. Look, they were able to do this in their business in just a couple weeks' time. Things can happen fast for you if you move quickly and with a sense of speed. So what are you waiting on? Click that link in the description. Tap into the community for free. I'm making it crowded at the top. I want you to be 100% sure and positive that this is the place that you need to be in to grow as an entrepreneur. All right? So click that link. Tap into the community, and I will see you on our mastermind call this upcoming Wednesday. And also, are you getting value from this video so far? If so, let me know in the comments, all right? Now let's get back to it. Yo, Jarvis, close the mask. Everything can be fickle. Like, I'm sure I'm not as deep in YouTube as I am with Instagram right now, right? So I don't know all the things that'll work my nerves. Like, I know all the things that'll work my nerves over on Instagram and messing with Facebook and stuff. But just as far as longevity, also, YouTube's gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't see anything like I can see Instagram not being here.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
I can't see Facebook not being here, just because Facebook got so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of that, WhatsApp got so many people.
Yeah, Facebook is the machine.
Like, people here in America, they be sleep on like WhatsApp. How many people are on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Because we're all like America.
Yeah, we're in our little bubble. Our American
Everybody bubble. Outside of America got WhatsApp to communicate. Mm. Everybody. We've seen MySpace go. Mm-hmm. We've seen Vine go.
Vine went as quick as them videos.
we seen Periscope go.
Oh wow, Periscope, man, where Black
Periscope
Planet at, man?
I ain't never experienced Black Planet, but Periscope, it left just like Instagram added the live feature. Periscope was gone. We seen Snapchat go. Yeah. I mean, Snapchat's still there, but
it ain't that though.
Yeah. So I can see Instagram going. I can't see YouTube going though.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, if I start making these intentional YouTube videos, people are going to be watching them a year from now, 2 years from now, or when the channel does take off. People are going to be watching those old videos. Like, it's going to start getting recommended, just like how if I open up YouTube videos from, let me see, outside of the people I'm watching all the time. This one guy, how to get monetized on YouTube fast, complete guide from 11 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just came across this dude's page today. Mm-hmm. It's recommending me a video of his from 11 months ago.
Right. Yeah, YouTube is a power player for sure.
Yeah, it's evergreen. Mm-hmm. And then that'll drive from that. More people start to listen to the podcast too, and then they can go back and listen to those any older episode outside of the what will then be older YouTube video. On top of that, that's why I'm like, with all this, I at least have a catalog. Because I've always been a believer if you don't want stuff to just take off and then you ain't got nothing to provide people with.
Right.
Afterwards, that's how like one hit wonders go. And I'm at a point now to where I'm headed towards just doing what I actually want to do. So I don't feel like I'll get burnt out or not want to make the content. There's somebody that comes to mind right now. She's in this credit at the top. She got like 100-something thousand YouTube subscribers. She's asking me, should she make a new page?
No way.
Because she don't want to do what she's been doing. She's built up a YouTube page over 100,000 subscribers. She don't want to make videos about it no more.
Yeah, and what's funny is it's always easy to say just rebrand, which is the solution, but it's just easier said than done.
Yeah, but that's what I've been helping her out with. And it would actually be easy for her to do. I'm just like, you built that audience. You don't want to just throw it away.
Yeah.
And then build up. I'm like, you know how hard it is to build up a YouTube channel from zero? And she doesn't give herself enough credit either. You know, a lot of people have imposter syndrome. So I'm like, yo, I need to be asking you questions about YouTube. She's like, no, I don't know much. I don't know enough to coach you. I'm like, why not? You got 100,000 subscribers. I got less than 3.
Right.
She was like, well, a lot of it came during the pandemic. You know, everybody was home and like a lot of YouTube channels started during the pandemic. I wish mine did.
Right. And a lot of just in life, a lot comes from just a time in which, you know, it's like a time capsule. You know what I'm saying? Like, but ain't nobody who came up in those moments like, yeah, you know, my family, we became billionaires during the gold rush.
And I'm saying that she's discrediting herself for her accomplishments. And most people, including myself at times, we tend to do that. It's like one of my mentors, he told me I got to stop seeing myself how I see me and start seeing myself as the world sees me. And to a lot of the world, I'm that motherfucker. But in my head, I don't see, because, you know, you do it in every day. You live in your own skin. You like, it's just me. This is just regular stuff that I do.
Yeah.
But it's not. Like, I'm sure, like, ego can get a lot of people, but like them people that you can really tell, everybody needs an ego to be good at to be great at anything, you have to have an ego.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of an ego.
Yeah.
But there's some of those people where you can just tell, like, I know Kevin Durant just knows that he's that motherfucker.
So y'all know who I am, right?
Like, it comes out sometimes, but I'm sure that him just every day, he's like, man, I'm Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, but to the world, it's like, no, you can't. Or last Sunday, I go to my spot to get my steak. I'm walking in, a woman's walking out. I hold the door for her to walk out. She's staring at me like funny, like.
Right, making a big deal.
And I was like, I didn't know what I was like, hey, how you doing? Like, the break, because she's like, and then she was like, I know you. And I was like, I don't think we've met, but I hope you're having a good day. She's like, no, I don't know you, but I know you. And
how old
she's
is
like,
this
yeah,
lady?
I follow you. No, she wasn't old. She wasn't old.
Oh, she just had old
she was like, she was probably like in the late 20s, early 30s.
Oh wow, because your reenactment, I was getting like 69, 70.
Nah. But she was like,
Shaking the
Nah, but she really did. Nah, but she really pointed. Like, first she looked, and then I'm looking at her, and then she pointed. And she's like, I know you.
Mm-hmm.
I know you. And I was like, I'm still kind of, I'm like, I don't believe we met, but I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Have a good day. She was like, I mean, I know you, but I don't know you. And I just want to tell you, and she thanked me. She was like, I just want to tell you that thank you for blessing people with your gift. It's needed. And just keep doing your thing. She follows me on Instagram. It's like, to me, I'm just going to spot get the steak.
Right. That's dope.
But it's like, to her, she's like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, one of my mentors, he was like, you need to start seeing yourself how they see you versus seeing yourself how you see you. And she does that. So her thing is she did DIY content. And she built up all these subscribers off of DIY content, do-it-yourself content. She hasn't made a post in like a year and a half, like almost 2 years. So she's saying, for one, she's wondering if her page is going to be dead. Two, she's like, she don't want to just post stuff. She got all these 100,000 people that know her for do-it-yourself at home stuff. The reason why she doesn't like it, because she's a mom. She got kids running around the house. Making content for me is easy. To her, she got to go to Home Goods and get the stuff and the glue and the saw and the cloth.
Yeah.
And
it's a whole event.
Yeah, she got to get the towel to put the towel on the wall. And then and that's for every video. But the lane that she wants to pivot into, she wants to help moms that aspire to be entrepreneurs. I said, well, look, you got all these videos that you already have up on your YouTube page. That's all stuff that you can repurpose. Video idea. You're helping entrepreneurs. Moms, would you like to know how you can generate money online from home while taking care of your babies? Here's how this one video made me $4,000.
Bam.
And you already got the content of the video right there. You don't gotta go and go buy a saw and tile and glue and paint again. You already did it. Give the game, give what you did. Maybe show the back end, social proof, to show that the $4,000 came from this one video. And you ain't posted in a year, and that one video paid you $400 this month.
Right.
You ain't posting. That one video makes you more than what people's rental property makes. And you made it 2 years ago.
Bro, that's funny. That's the same like approach that I'm gonna take next week while I'm teaching. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna show y'all how this one reel made me literally $4,000, because somebody saw the reel and was like, yo, I want something like this. And I was like, bet. There you go. There you go.
But the YouTube, I was like, yo, you know that more, I'm like, your YouTube page makes more than people's passive income of real estate.
Right.
And you made that one time, posted it, and it's been making you hundreds of dollars. First, it made you a bunch of thousands, and since then, it's been making you hundreds of dollars a month. Like, it's digital real estate. That's what you make content to the mompreneurs about. I was like, and just make a reintroduction video. Hey guys, I've been gone. I know I haven't posted in 2 years. It's been crazy. Let everybody know what's happened during your absence. Let everybody know why you're not doing the do-it-yourself content anymore. I got burnt out. Guys, it's a lot. Making all this stuff have to go this, that, this, and that. The good thing about it is that I can tell you all the things that got me burnt out so you don't get burnt out. Boom.
Yep. Straight like that.
And just talk to moms. I'm like, honesty is what gets it. I'm like, you know what I mean? Mamas be tired.
Yeah, I understand.
And we'll be able to
Sharing your
relate
story.
to not wanting to make that content because you got these babies running around.
Yeah, she gonna get some dads in there too. They be like,
Yeah.
I resonate.
Because I was telling her, I was giving her examples of people that I know that's in the space that only speak to women. I be tuned into the stuff. I'm like, shoot, you ain't about to just get this game to these chicks.
Yeah.
I be signed up for events too that are supposed to be women only. I'm like, I'm turning off my screen. You don't know it's me. I'm in here for this class on Sunday.
Like,
Not about leave me out.
Excuse me, Miss Joanna, can you turn your screen on, please?
No, I'm just screens off. There's one particular lady. I was on one of her classes. She's a white blonde haired lady from England. Only speaks to women. Nah, I'm on here, baby.
Yeah.
It ain't my time zone either. I'm up. What we talking about? What we talking about?
Oh, straight up.
Yeah, but y'all, I'm telling you, content is king. How people say cash is king, credit is king, content is king. Be intentional with your content because you don't want to just have content just posting it for content's sake. Every single thing that you post needs to have a purpose. I said I've made unintentional content. Everything still has had a purpose, but it may be confusing to some people the way that I've been doing it. And I just got to a point where I was lazy with it. So I'm like, yo, I can just make one long form piece of content and post it there, which I can. But what is that one piece of content about? Because long form, like I said, that an intentional 6-minute YouTube video, that's long form. It's just about that. And then the topics that we take out, it will be nothing for me, or even the topics or even what you clip out from this episode. I can go take those clips that you find in this episode and make those YouTube episodes, YouTube videos. You're gonna find a clip about me talking about getting 1,000 to 10,000 views per day, and the mind and the science behind it. YouTube video idea. So I'm even like, I'll take the clips that you do and go into more detail about the clip. Because if you got that clip from a podcast from a podcast episode, most likely I didn't go in as in depth.
There are layers to it.
Yeah. So I was even going back on just my high performing short form stuff. Oh, that's a YouTube idea. That's a YouTube video idea. That's a YouTube video idea. That's a YouTube video idea. And start rocking out. Maybe pull the whiteboard out because I'm different when that whiteboard comes out.
Yeah.
Be purposeful. And that's just something that I'm just doing, I'm starting to do just in life, period. Just be purposeful with everything. Let's stop just doing shit for shit's sake. Like just everything.
Yeah.
I have a cheesecake brownie I purposefully put off until after we finish this so I can sit down and enjoy it and watch something that I'm going to enjoy watching.
Right.
Like I'm really like everything. Like if I'm gonna eat this brownie, let's give it a purpose.
Right. Cause it's gonna be better.
Yes.
Everything's better with purpose.
I'm like I'm gonna sit down and watch it because a new season of Black Mirror dropped.
Oh, it dropped. Oh.
That's what the brownie's for.
I gotta wait. I gotta wait till Friday.
So guys, be intentional, be purposeful.